Like, I never take the pause to be like, okay, let me review. How about these first 3 months? Where did I go wrong? How have my habits started changing? You know, have I kept up with my routines? I never do any of that. I just go. And then by the point,
you can't go anymore.
Yeah, till I can't go anymore. Then when I can't go anymore, now I start picking out my bad habits, right? Because you still need something to sustain you, okay? So my celibacy journey out the window, okay? Ninarudi, Gemini, every Thursday. You're not doing Kulosa like nothing, okay? Kulosing from left to right the whole night, guys. Because at that point, I'm just like, I just need something to keep me engaged with life,
going.
You know? And by the time it's December, guys, I'm on my knees again at the altar, and I'm like, Father,
Jesus,
I'm back.
Take the wheel.
Your daughter is back, and she's been a whole mess.
Yeah.
Hi guys, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys. First of all, I'm Mora.
I'm Kayla Kari.
We are two women working and living in Nairobi and sharing our journey of womanhood with you.
Yes.
And we have a lot of explaining to do for our regular followers.
Okay.
We had disappeared, but we're sorry.
Yes, guys. I mean, for me, it was the burnout at the last quarter of the year that made it really difficult to edit videos, because I'm normally the one who edits our videos.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have the bandwidth. When I just used to look at my laptop, my head, it starts pounding from the inside. I'm just like, I don't even know where to begin. But yes, this year, one of the things that I'm prioritizing is rest. So I'm just able to keep the momentum in a very sustainable fashion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I think, you know, my only work was to appear in front of the camera.
Baby girl, guys, the princess. Princess Diana. Princess Diana. All she does, guys, is sit pretty. Okay, are you seeing how gorgeous she looks today?
Thank you,
This
guys.
orange, by the way, Mora, and the hair.
This is my orange.
Everything. Yeah, this is your hair.
So... yeah, so we're back, and at least we've gotten some help.
Yes, now we have help,
yeah,
so we'll be definitely more consistent.
Yeah, so shout out to Gesari. Thank you for helping us.
Shout out to Gas, our baby.
Yeah, so okay, so today I have a very interesting topic I want us to talk about. First of all, it's the new year.
Yes.
The new year comes a lot of new resolutions. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do the other thing. And I was thinking, like, based off of things we learned last year and in 2021 2020 maybe we can come up with, like, you know, tips or maybe some points on how to keep your resolutions going, or how to keep steady momentum in the new year about things you decide. Because I feel like, okay, first of all, you need to go back and watch a couple of our videos, because we don't have time to tell you the whole backstory. But I would recommend first our breakup video. Yes, I think yes. Yeah, we'll link it in the description. So 2020 and 2021 were very dark years for us. Very dark. Oh my god. Very dark years for us.
No, in fact, the pandemic, from the pandemic, guys, until I think last year. No, last year was good. Last year was good. Yeah, from the pandemic to 2021,
it was really
terrible. It was really hard.
But I feel like we also had to do a lot of self-work for us to reach where we got to in 2022. Yes. There's, you know, quite a lot we had to do. Yeah. So maybe we can give, like, pointers on the things that we did and the things that we want to start doing or we will continue doing this year, or even stop doing, right? Absolutely. So you've given one already. Rest, guys. I mean, this year, one of the things that I'm heavily prioritizing is rest and being very intentional about rest. And this also comes from a spiritual place, right? Because I mean, Mora is a Seventh-day Adventist, and I think for SDAs, like, they're very clear that the Sabbath is the Sabbath, you know? Yeah. But I think for me, because of, and I think we all get caught in that rat race for, like, grinding, being ambitious, you know, making money, you know, smashing goals and all that. So I felt like for me, I normally start on a serious high, right? So I'm doing all these things, and then I get midway through the year, I just start shutting down, right? So it's almost like the graph goes high, and then once we get, in fact, it starts on my birthday, June, my birthday month, the graph starts going down, right? And I realized one of the things that I
have never really been intentional about is prioritizing rest. Like even telling myself, okay, Kayla, for the first 3 months of the year, yes, you can work hard, yes, you can do all these things, but even the first week of April will just be a week where you do nothing, right? And by nothing, it doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, you become this unproductive couch potato. No, you just set that time to recharge, to rejuvenate. If you can go like for a staycation, you know, guys, my ban, you know what?
Let the ban free.
Let me release the ban.
Release the ban.
I'm trying to balance it like one mtuki on my head. Gosh.
Shuk is a calabash on my head.
Yeah. Yes. So what was I saying again?
To take like April and say I want to go for a staycation.
Yes, exactly. Like to be very intentional. So like in April, I'm like, okay, fine. The first, even if it's 3 days or even if it's a weekend, I am going to take this time. I'm going to, you know, just reconnect with myself, check in also on myself, right? To see and also reassess how far have I come with my goals. Because I feel like usually for me, like once the pedal is on the gas, I'm just going. Like I never take the pause to be like, okay, let me review. How about these first 3 months? Where did I go wrong? How have my habits started changing? You know, have I kept up with my routines? I never do any of that. I just go. And then by the point,
you can't go anymore.
Yeah, till I can't go anymore. Then when I can't go anymore, now I start picking out my bad habits, right? Because you still need something to sustain you, okay? So my celibacy journey out the window, okay? Ninarudi, Gemini, every Thursday. You're not doing Kulosa like nothing, okay? Kulosing from left to right the whole night, guys. Because at that point, I'm just like, I just need something to keep me engaged with life,
going.
You know? And by the time it's December, guys, I'm on my knees again at the altar, and I'm like, Father,
Jesus,
I'm back.
Take the wheel.
Your daughter is back, and she's been a whole mess.
Yeah, that's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, so prioritizing rest this year.
I think what I would say is last year, something I'm really glad I did is at the beginning of the year, I really didn't have like, I knew what I kind of wanted to do with my career.
Yes.
But I really didn't have the way I would do it. So what I did is, and this is, I'm not even like where I want to be in my career, but I always feel like this would be helpful for anyone, and I think it also does this. Yeah. I had an internship that didn't really pay at the beginning of the year. And then based off of that internship and putting myself out there, I now got the job I have now, which I love.
Yes.
So I think one thing I would say that I'm going to do more this year is engage in work that may not be like I'm getting paid now, I'm getting the money now, but it makes me put myself out there.
Absolutely.
Because how I even got the job is like my current boss saw me working for my former, boss, and she didn't really interview me as such. She was like, "Are you free to come?
Yeah.
And when can you start?" And I started like maybe a month later, like in this, wonderful organization. So I think I want to put myself out there more.
Okay.
And I think I would encourage even any of our followers, like maybe you don't have prospects right now, you don't know what to do. Okay, I want to get involved in fashion. I think Kayla, you did a lot of free work for fashion, for a long time.
The labor.
Yeah.
I was sweating through the brow, okay? For nothing. Like for exposure, for just people to tag me, and the thing about styling, it's not like the kind of job actually that you can just go and then you wait for a salary, right? It actually needs you. It needs money. Getting clothes needs money. Getting accessories needs money. So a lot of the times I would find that I'm paying out of pocket just to deliver, because at the end of the day, all the client cares about is the clothes on the body, and after they've worn it, they give it back to you and they're like, "Thank you so much for all that," and you're like, you don't want to even buy it. They're like, "No, but it's so nice though, you have such nice taste." So I completely agree. Putting yourself out there. It's okay to do free work at the beginning, especially if you don't have prospects. Okay, you need that experience because it's completely valuable. Even in that season, there's so many things I learned. Even just resilience. You learn so many things and you gain so many tools, and that literally sets you up for better, right? And it's always fine to just start from the beginning because God rejoices in small beginnings.
I agree. And even now, let's say the job I have, I think I like my job and everything, but I feel like it doesn't pay me enough.
Yeah.
But how I started thinking about it is, I'm getting paid to learn. They're paying me so that I can learn more stuff. So when I get to my next opportunity, so at least I've not been learning for free. They have been paying me to learn. So if I get my next opportunity, or if I move up in the organization, it's like, okay, now I can apply those lessons. So that's something I would say that I would like to do more of this year. You?
I think I'm in a new season in my life, right? I mean, I'm transitioning from my early 20s to my mid 20s because I'm turning 25 this year. And on 31st, I went to church. Like, I was in church the whole night. And one of the most, I don't know, like, it was a very prophetic experience also because, I mean, there were prophets, there were pastors and all that. But one of the most remarkable things that the pastor said that I felt like related to me so much, he said that even from like just the spiritual world, it's not just a new year, right? Because I mean, we have New Year's all the time, right? He said that we are tilting into a new season, right? And that's how I was feeling. I was just like, okay, Kayla, you're actually closing the door on your early 20s, right? The mistakes you made, the shenanigans, all the decisions, good or bad, right? You're now coming into a completely different season in your life, which now this is like not 25 to 30, right? And thinking about the kind of relationship that I had with myself in my early 20s and the vision that I have for myself in this new season. Guys, bless. One of the things that I really want to do in this new season is to honor myself. You know, I mean, not even speaking just like when romantically speaking, but just overarchingly in the way that I interact with people, in my boundaries. Because one of the things that I have a problem with is actually boundaries. Like, I'm one of those people who struggle to say no. Like, I'm a yes girl. If Mora calls me, she's like, Kayla, I don't know, let's do it. I'm like, yes, yes. You know, so in those little moments, right, where I feel uncertain about something, I really want to, in this new season, take a pause, you know, and be like, actually, Kayla, do you really want to do this? Or are you just agreeing because, you know, you're nice, or that's just your nature, you know, or you want to make this person happy, or, you know, you want to fulfill some sort of expectation, or you think that if you say yes, it somehow will make you gain something from somebody or from an interaction. So in this new season, I really want to honor myself, and that looks like, you know, just my no's will be no's, my yeses will be yeses, but they will completely be dependent on just how I've also, just the vision that I have for myself in this new season, the woman that I want to become, even with clients, right? Because even in my styling business, I've always been a yes girl, right? Like, I try to over accommodate clients that don't do the same for me. You know, I over consider people. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I mean, if you want to pay after 2 months, that's okay when I need the money now, right? Because I think somehow, if I'm so nice, the client will come back. But most of the time, the considerations that you make for other people, you never get those considerations back. So in this new season, I am being very particular, very particular about the places that I go to, about the people that I interact with, about even the environments that I put myself in. You know, I'm just like, I don't know. And if I'm not sure, then
you would leave.
Then it's a no. Then it's a complete no.
And the no is a no.
The no is a no, absolutely.
Is a no is a no.
A no is a freaking no. Guys, oh my gosh, one of the lessons I think that, I don't know if we've discussed this before, but towards the end of last year, I was telling Mora that, I mean, I felt like we had grown so much because before we were such agreeable women, you know. It's like, even when as a woman you're uncomfortable because we are raised to be so nice, you're in a situation, you're feeling uncomfortable, but you're still like, it's okay, let me just stay here because I really don't want to offend anyone.
Seen as mean.
You know, I don't want this person to say, oh, she came here, she had an attitude, you know, she thinks she's better than everybody. She thinks she's this, she thinks she's that. You know,
we've grown so much in that.
Right?
We have grown so much.
I'm telling you, because
we used to be so agreeable. We want to be polite. We want to be kind.
Nice.
To people who treat us like
nonsense, guys. Like nonsense. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. We actually made a lot of progress in this.
Yeah, so this year, this new season, not even this year, this new season, there's a completely different thing coming. This season, I'm so scared of everybody that will interact with me in this season. Be careful.
It's too bad.
All I can say is be careful around me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm like, be very careful around me
you.
because.
Okay, that's a good one. But I agree with you because maybe when the year started, I was very agreeable and stuff. And how I knew that I had grown is the time I told you that I met person X.
Yeah.
And I stayed for 3 minutes.
Yes.
I just entered. I was like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
I felt uncomfortable and I said, it seems I cannot be here anymore.
No, I can't.
I have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was so proud of myself because before I would have been like, okay, I don't want us to seem rude.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to seem like I don't appreciate being invited.
Yes.
I can appreciate being invited, but also say, I cannot stay for long because of A, B,
and C.
Or even actually, if I don't want to explain, I shouldn't have
you don't have to explain. You can actually just pick your bag and you go and absolutely leave. Yes.
Yeah.
Let them say what they want to say because, guys, I'm telling you,
it doesn't matter.
What I've learned as a woman, whatever you compromise on will compromise you. Okay. I hope
it's true.
The ears, they're completely tuned at the highest frequency. Whatever you decide, if you say this is the standard that I want for my life, for my friendship, for my relationship, for any interaction, the day you compromise on that, I promise you will be compromised. And then the worst thing about being compromised, you're the one that loses. You lose time. Guys, ladies, let me tell you, we don't have time. What's China?
TikTok.
We don't. Do you know that we actually atuna time? There's no time left.
Babe, I told you that this feels like a do or die year.
It's a do or die.
It's like you do it or you die.
What?
Let's move on to the next point.
Huh?
As we bring this.
Yes.
I think one of the things I want to achieve this year is I want to make better financial decisions.
Yes.
Let me tell you something I have learned. You cannot build wealth when you are an indulgent person.
Yes. Kerubo.
Hey.
Kayla Kerubo.
You cannot build wealth if you are an indulgent person. You cannot build wealth if you are an indulgent person. Let me tell you, you cannot be going to restaurants, wearing the newest style, doing all these, pumy things, exciting things, and you will not save a coin.
Nothing.
You will not save a shilling nor a cent.
No.
So you have to say, actually, it would be very nice, and I have the money, and I want to go this place.
Yes.
But I have priorities for my money.
Exactly.
So I can't afford to come. Yeah. And it needs to be like you tell people or someone invites you, you don't even have to make up an excuse. You're like, I can't afford to come.
I can't.
Yeah, my financial budget does not allow me to be present.
Exactly.
If they really want you there, they'll tell you,
no, you come.
You come. I'll pay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, bolt yourself in your house.
Huh?
And just looking at like this, like our generation is very indulgent.
Oof,
we are so indulgent.
We're in the end times.
I don't remember my parents being indulgent like this.
Of course they weren't.
I mean, how do you go out? You drink.
Go out where?
20,000. You drink 10,000. You eat a meal for 5,000.
I'm telling you.
Why?
And you know what else Dad always tell us? Unashika shilingi mbili, you unakimbia Kempinski. It's like you get two shillings. You're at Kempinski. You're there banging the door. You're like, you better open up. I'm ready to spend. I'm ready to spend in this hotel. Show me the menu. What restaurants do you have here? I'm telling you, and that's the last 2 shillings you have.
You have a business. They usually say so a business. You have a groundnut business.
Yeah.
You keep calling them. How much have you sold? Now send me the money.
Immediately, I need that money. It's my money anyway. You're the best I have.
Yeah. So we really need to be financially disciplined because we've reached a place. So Kayla, this season you're in me, I felt like that last year.
Yeah.
So because I turned 25 last year, we need to start buying assets.
Can you imagine? No assets,
we need
guys.
to start buying.
No assets.
Houses, Will you start buying land?
Actually, my goal for this year is to buy an apartment.
No, you buy one.
That's my goal for this year.
So that you're financially free from rent.
Exactly.
You're financially free from rent. Yes. And then you need to have a source of income that makes money when you're not there.
Exactly.
Like, it makes money for you.
Yes.
Even if like the world crashes, you know me, I have 20k that's coming in and I own my house.
Yeah.
I own my house.
Absolutely.
20k, you eat food.
Yeah.
You eat food and you sit in the house.
Honestly.
Yeah, so that's something else I want to do. I would really want to save aggressively this year.
Me too. Oh
I want to save mad aggressively. Like, there's no restaurant you see us. If you see us there, we have achieved something huge.
No, it's actually a reward.
Yeah, it's a reward. It's like, okay, I'm going to go to even XYZ when I achieve this, and then when I achieve, I'll go.
Exactly.
Because it's well worth it. I've worked hard.
Yes, I've worked hard.
And if you see me there anyway, I'm not paying.
I'm telling you, even me last year, I spent...
I don't want to talk about you.
My own matter, guys. You could take me and Elon Musk.
You're toe to toe.
We are toe to toe.
In net worth.
I'm telling you, the money I spent last year and the amount I saved, I was like, you could have actually saved even $500,000 if you wanted. But what did you do? Nikukimbia. You na chini mayo call it kuzurura. Unazurura usiku throughout the night, unazurura throughout the day. Unaingia yani all kinds of hakuna establishment I could do in this Nairobi. All establishments they know
you well.
They know you because they know this girl when she enters here, we only need to give her alternatives and she will do what?
They're like the brisket or the T-bone.
Yeah, they're like your usual. I'm like, let me just have a little bit of everything. I'll just sample. What? This year, actually, chips, it will be a reward. No chips for me. Okay. No chips for me. I'm telling you.
I agree.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like you know, and I just want you to know. Actually, you cannot build wealth if you're indulgent. Even if you have, like, let's say you have a guy who gives you money, and you already don't have the culture of saving.
Yes.
The year will end. He's been giving you money the whole year, and you can't say where it is.
Where is it, babe?
You can't say.
Umekula hiyo pesa yote. Literally, you bought shoe. I at least buy shoe and bag.
Yeah, buy shoe and bag.
Yeah, so you can see, okay, this is 3.5, this is 5k, this is, but kukula na kukunywa champagne.
Useless.
Nonsense. But you know what, I'm really glad that we had those experiences when we were younger, because now it's like, okay.
All is lost.
Yeah, like been there, done that.
Okay. What else do you want to like do this year? Or what lessons can you pick from like last year? What is one thing you did properly last year? Let's not talk about like, okay, I did this wrong and I did this wrong. What did you do right?
What did I do right last year?
Apart from like, you said that you had already put yourself first, but I feel like that's something that you've been working on for years. But what do you think like, okay, I did this right last year and I want to continue doing this right?
I think last year I was very aggressive in making money. Yeah, like I really prioritized my career last year. My styling company really grew last year as well, and I'm currently working on, actually I think one of the most exciting projects of my life, guys. And I cannot. Oh my gosh, I will.
Guys, you need to talk about your capsule collection.
Yes.
Talk about it. This is the time.
This is the time. Yes, this is the time, guys. So this year, I'm starting to design my own clothes. Already, if you know me from Instagram, you know that I have a clothing business, Yanni Girl. Yeah. And for a long time, I've just been kind of sourcing from different places and curating pieces for women on a budget, right? So this year, one of my goals is to take it to the next level, which will include actually making my own clothes. Like I'm going to be designing clothes, you know, just the whole 9 yards of production, you know, promoting Kenyan brands. So guys, I hope you will be ready to support me.
We will.
I am so excited because this is actually like my dream. You know, like it's my life's work. It's everything that I've actually been working on cumulatively, maybe for the past 3 years. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I think this year, just tying back, okay, I'm sorry to take us back to the things that we did wrong, but also just creating different streams of income, because I feel like I really failed at that last year.
We need to bring a financial
expert. We'll get a financial expert.
If you have,
we'll get a financial expert to come and talk to us. But I felt like last year I actually had so much potential. I was investing in Bitcoin, but then you know Bitcoin, it needs you. Like it needs you, okay, when you're trading.
Because I don't talk about Bitcoin.
You need to like be on it like nothing. So I deposited this huge sum of money and then I forgot about it because I didn't even have the bandwidth. Again, lack of planning, lack of rest, lack of
overstretching yourself
without direction, pulling yourself in all directions. Yeah, so pulling yourself in all directions doesn't work. So I think I just want to work smarter this year instead of working harder this year. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. First of all, I would like to say, Kayla, please, we want dibs on the new capsule collection.
Of course.
Like, there must be benefits to being in the Dear Woman community.
Absolutely. I mean, okay.
I mean, so where would we be knowing you?
Yes.
You know, we have our loyal people.
Yes.
Where will they not have dibs?
No, they will, guys. Don't worry. I will always prioritize my girls. Okay. But I'm so excited, guys. It's going to be fantastic. That's all I can say.
Okay.
That's all I can say. Yes.
So for me, another thing this year is I'm going to bar school.
Ooh.
I'm so scared. But I've come to accept that sometimes you have to do difficult things.
Yeah.
You do difficult things, you know, I want to go here.
Yeah.
And instead of taking 2 years doing this thing on my own for this long, if I can sacrifice 6 months to do this the difficult thing so that I can get to where I actually need to, I want to go, I will, right? And I don't think that there's any qualification that's a bad qualification, and I think that I don't maybe see the uses for the qualification now, but perhaps I will in the future.
Absolutely.
So I'm really like kind of excited and scared about that, but I only want to do it one freaking time.
Yes.
Like, so when I join bar school, I will be, the way we've said, I won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'll be going to work, I come home, you know, I read, I go to work, I read, I go to work, I read, you know, I do the woman stuff, but super tunnel focused for like 6 months. I'm a hermit until that season is over.
Yes.
Then it's just 6 months, or even if it's a year, it's just a year.
Absolutely.
Then after that, next challenge. So I'm really scared about that, but I always remind myself, and it's something we always say, that discipline is the highest form of self-love.
Absolutely.
So if I'm disciplined, if I do exactly what I said I will do, that means that I love myself, and my future self will thank me so much.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, you know, when I'm making the money,
no, I'm so proud of you,
doing all these things, it's gonna be like, okay, you know, you made the investment in yourself, and the best person you can choose is yourself.
Absolutely.
Maybe one other thing we can discuss collectively as we just kind of wrap up the video is, I think we have both made a resolution this year not to prioritize love life. For me, my reasons are, I feel I don't have the capacity at the moment to be an efficient partner to anybody. You know, I cannot do full-time partnership. Yeah. I can only partner with myself. I mean, in between bar school, Dear Woman, my job, another job that I want to get again. Those are like 4 things. Right? Yeah. So what time do I have to be doing baby on the phone? Yeah. Hello, baby, did you eat? Hello, honey.
Yes.
Are we meeting at CJ's? I can't do that.
Yes.
And you, as we've always said, you can't be a good girlfriend, a good student, a good entrepreneur,
at the same time.
You have to sit down. You choose, what do I want to be good? You choose 3 things.
Yeah.
So I think for you, you've decided you want to be a serious business person this year.
In fact, my first reason is God. I mean, guys, you already know my love for our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I've just, you know, I've always known this, but I think I now have come to the understanding. You know, there's a wisdom that comes with understanding that is completely on another level. And I feel like for me, even if I get into another relationship this year, I'll just know this is a fool's game. I'm like, Hila, do the fool's game. When you're tired, you can come back. Because for me, romantic relationships always distract me from my relationship with God. Always. And I don't know if this means that I'm supposed to be a nun, if I'm supposed to just live my life for the Lord.
That's not what it means. It means that you have to get someone who is as focused on God as you, so that you turn all of you, you focus your energies on loving God together.
Yes.
That's actually what's it means.
Absolutely. So that's another thing that because I've always compromised on that, right? Because you meet a person, it has compromised me, okay? You meet a person, you're like, oh no, he's just a spiritual individual who does yoga in the forest. That's okay, as long as he gets his peace of mind. You know, you're like, anyway, religion, it's a construct and everybody has a right to have their own spirituality.
Yes, they do.
If you're not a man of God, don't you dare. Actually, if you see me, I'm warning you. This is like, you know, you have to warn people sometimes because people, they don't take you seriously. I always tell people that and they don't take me seriously. They're like, oh, that's so nice. In fact, I love a woman of faith. In fact, you're my type. I'm like, okay, what about you? They're like, me, all that's tough stuff for being in the church. You know, this year, please, if you don't have a personal relationship with God, exactly. In fact, if you're not ready for spiritual leadership in a relationship, I'm warning you, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. Okay? Leave me completely alone.
Give this girl water.
Yes, anyway, apart from my devotion to my first love, which is God, definitely being focused on business, that is so important. And I think when I was younger, I would be so hoodwinked and bamboozled by the stupid things, you know. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy. Okay, the first guy, he was bad, right? But then this new guy, oh my gosh, he's so good. He does all these things. He works I don't know where. He has I don't know money. And you think all those things somehow mean anything.
When they don't.
They don't mean anything, okay?
I mean, I think it's good to clarify that they don't mean anything to you. To Kayla, right? I feel like, let me give perspective. I know sometimes it's very easy for us to get lost in our own little universes, in our own little, like, oh, me, I'm like this, and this is how my life is, so I can structure it like this. Yeah. But what we don't understand is that there are people who are actually brought up and told that the highest thing you can do in life is to get a boyfriend, marry him, you be his wife, you know, you sire him some kids, you know. And or there are even people who they come from disadvantaged backgrounds where they feel like, okay, the best thing I can do now for myself is to get into a relationship with someone who can provide for me. Right? And I feel like sometimes it's so easy to get lost in that because we're not really in that position. But me, what I would advise anybody, because we have all kinds of people who watch us, is that make sure that at the end of the day you're doing what's good for you. Yeah, for sure. And somebody is actually investing in you guys, because Kupati was 25,000 a month, and then it's like, invest in yourself, right? What do I want to do in my life? It's okay to receive financial support from your partner. That is, in fact, we highly recommend and completely advise, okay? But make sure that at the end of the day it tallies for something, so that you don't end up being a dependent, financially abused. Because it's also, you can become a dependent, okay? And if this person, ask yourself, okay, fine, this is the support that I'm receiving, but what happens one day I wake up and this support is not there? Or what happens one day this situation becomes untenable for me and I can no longer stay here? Trust me, if you don't have anything going on for yourself, you'll be torn to pieces there, and you're like, it's almost like you're receiving a salary at the end of the month. Yeah, I actually think that what you need to do is that in case you're in that situation, right? This is a good year. By the way, someone has DM'd me with this situation before. This is January. You know you're receiving support. Put aside money. Start putting aside money. Because girls, we want you guys to be okay. Start putting aside money. Start putting aside money. Start asking for things that are more long term. Don't say I want a shoe. Say actually there's a course I've seen. I want to do the course. I want to go for an internship for this amount of time. Please get help in the house so that I'm able to do the internship. Ask for things that are long term and things that are like someone can equate at the end of the day. Absolutely. Don't be like, oh, I want to go to Paris. Paris is great, go. But when you come back, and the guy he dumps you. You went to Paris. Everyone knows you went to Paris, and now they're looking at you like you don't have a cent.
You don't. Now you're asking for money.
Now you're asking me for money.
Now you're asking for money. You know, actually, nothing irritates me more than that. You have a financial
backer.
You have support, but still you're calling other people to ask them for money. Does that make any sense?
No.
Does it make any sense?
Be clever. Be clever.
Very, 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 very shrewd. You have to be a shrewd business person. Shrewd woman in this new year. Okay?
No, even the Bible recommends it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, no man is yours forever.
Absolutely.
My dear, you do what brought you there.
Absolutely.
And say thank you. Even if it ends, you know,
it's okay. Yeah, I have my course. Okay, fine. I have this piece of land that's in my name. I have this apartment that's in my name. I did this internship. I've gotten this job. You know, I'm good. So if anything happens, you're not trapped, you're not alone, and you're not afraid to leave the situation.
And what if I'm with a person who does not recommend I do those things?
Then it's clear that you're in a cage. In fact, you're a prisoner. When we are to a committee, there is no difference. What's the difference?
There's no difference.
There's no difference. That's prison.
That's planning. You know, by the way, I usually feel like sometimes
that's prison.
I usually tell people like, oh, you know, just leave. Living is not that easy. You need to strategize.
You need to be strategic. Yeah.
You need to strategize and plan. You say this is January. Even if you're in a toxic relationship now, this is January.
Yes.
Okay. These are the reasons I can't leave this person. Because I'm dependent on them in XYZ way.
Yes.
And you start making a plan from January, and then you say, by June, I should be done with this person.
Exactly.
And every month you do something.
Yes.
Every person who has ever left like an abusive marriage, they plan.
Yeah, they plan for sure. If you live
plan
quickly like that,
you'll come back.
That's how quickly you'll go back. For sure.
Yeah, you'll come back and then they'll be like, so where did you think you were going?
Exactly. You need to have a plan.
So have a plan. Even if you're in a bad relationship with your parents, whatever it is. Oof. I don't want to get into that.
Yes. Plan for sure.
Sit down and say, okay, I need to move out. I have 1 to 6 months.
Yes.
If I save X amount of money for 6 months, I'll be able to do this.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I think that's maybe some of the insights we have for this year.
Yes.
So guys, as the year goes on, you'll be seeing more of us.
Absolutely. We're planning an event. Our first event, guys. We actually want to connect with you in person. We want to hug you guys. We want to spend time with you. We want to cry together. We want to empower each other in person.
And share stories and experiences.
Share stories and experiences. You guys will get to ask us questions. We'll get to learn so much from each other.
Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. We had such a good time shooting it as always.
As always.
And see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.